The Futures Project really is a project that hopes to transform the way we think about and shape the future. And by doing so, we want to re-envision and rethink the role that technology and innovation can help play in realizing these futures that we all want to create. So at the forefront of the Futures Project is really this commitment to build, all of us together, a better future. We think that it's absolutely important and essential to do this together. So to think about how we want the future to roll out together across sectors, across boundaries, nationalities, across different disciplines, across generations. In the context of the current crisis, we have realized that a number of things have been amiss, things that have been amiss already before COVID-19 hit. But certainly the crisis has aggravated a number of issues. And we cannot just focus on short-term fixes trying to address them. We really need to take this opportunity to rethink the way we want to see the future. This is something that we are currently tackling with our call for Innovators for the Future. That is an activity that's at the very heart of what the Futures Project is trying to do. We also have seen in this crisis that solutions are possible. Governments are able and are willing to act. And this is something that I think is also encouraging.
I think the Futures Project is a great opportunity for us to bring to the fore all the social innovation that is actually happening already in our country. I think in India, it's fair to say that social innovation is actually something that we have been doing as a habit without knowing it. I think it comes from the fact that India has so many large problems at scale, and people are constantly trying to find those solutions. In India, we have a word for it. It's called jugaad. Jugaad is a word which is very tough to translate in most languages, but it's your closest word to innovation in a very quick and a very efficient manner in any situation. Sometimes you need a terrible thing to happen for people to get up and start talking about the fact that this is a real problem, and this is one of the many real problems India has. I feel that not only is this a huge opportunity for social innovators on the call, and I see many of you here on the call today, each of you to have the opportunity to apply, but it's also an opportunity for the Futures Project to be part of something which is going to have global impact. When you look at the size and population of India and the scale of the problem of India, if we are able to include projects from India as part of the Futures Project, then they will truly be solving a global problem, even if they solve it in India.
And I think it refers to what Padmini said earlier. India is, 29 states, but it could be 29 countries actually. It's more like Europe in its diversity in terms of languages and cultures and socio-economic conditions. So there is no one solution for everything, but something which can work in India clearly will have has a footprint in other parts of the world for a better future. I think we cannot have a generic approach. We will have to go down to very local levels to be able to identify the models that's going to work. And I think that's brilliant, and everybody is working for a common cause. Let me you've also seen India develop in the last 30 years from what we used to be to where we are now.
I'm sure you have some sound in your head about with India and the number of people and what we have seen. I mean, you just don't know where to start. We should get to know people are doing some of that work.
I do believe the power of the diversification. It's about large company with startups, ideas. It's about different culture. It's about man and woman. It's about different age, different experience. When we do have some idea and we can mix the power of different aspects, inspire each other, I believe that it can bring more and more value to the world. In such a way, I think the world itself, it's get an opportunity to rebalance the power between companies, large company, huge company, global company. We compare with the startups, rebalance the power between the developing country and the developed country. And this is where I see India do have a lot of the chance in terms of the digital transformation, because you don't have a lot of back asset in a sense. You can start from zero, start from anywhere, start from your problematic to maybe go beyond the already developing country. Each culture, each project can be inspired by each other, and this will be the power we can really build a future, not just a one-way black or white, but how to say diversified future.
We breathe, like we breathe air, we breathe technology. Technology is interspersed, and more people have to be brought onto the bandwagon with a clear understanding of how to use it. Digital divide today is the reality. I mean, we said, people have phones. Oh, the digital divide is over. So the digital divide is real, and we will have to find ways of digitally including the more underprivileged. The funds need to be repurposed. Just like we're talking about food being wasted, money is getting wasted. So with the Futures Project, when we started looking out, we said, we want to look out and there's no one future. There can be multiple futures. That's why it's called the Futures Project. That we should be able to take these the top social innovators and take them through the same rigor through which a commercial startup, a funded startup, goes through, and then becomes these so-called unicorns and decacorns. And that's the rigor through which we would want to take and handhold these innovations and take them to the global stage, because the world is in dire need of these innovations.